Hello everyone, I've been working with watercolors a lot more lately and have decided to do a challenge piece. The kinds of scenes that are challenging on watercolor are dark backgrounds with very high contrast, high vibrancy highlights. So I decided to do a comb jellyfish. So first off, I'm going to make a sketch of the jellyfish, and this is just of its main features and some color zones. Now I'm adding some frisket, and this is like a liquid masking tape, and this is to preserve the whitest whites, which in watercolor is the paper's white. The thing is, white watercolor is sort of a translucent gray color, so that's not going to fly. So here I'm just preserving the brightest of highlights. And now I'm going to go in and start tinging our slightly darker highlights with the colors I want to tinge it with, in this case cerulean blue and dioxazine violet primarily. Now I add the iridescent and fiery colors for the cilia, and later on I'm going to give these more definition and preserve them when I do the darker, shadowy brush strokes. And I'm going to be using frisket as well for this. Now you want to apply frisket when the paint is dry, otherwise you risk lifting the paint. Now I'm going in with the frisket again, and this time I'm masking off the highlights that I have filled in with the light colored washes. And I'm also going to mask off the cilia and other highlight details that I want to preserve as I go in with darker washes. This is going to make them really pop later on. Now it's time to add the midtones, and this is going to be done with progressively varied shades and hues, and this is just going to give it some more depth, some more dimensionality to it. Make it interesting. Then we add some shadows, and this is going to get it closer to the background color that we're going to use, and this is going to make it appear more translucent. Give the cilia and ribs a bit more highlights, a bit more contrast. Now I come in with the background wash, and this was actually somewhat challenging, getting enough paint onto the paper, and also while at the same time not overworking it as I'm coming back and going in several layers. If you scrub a little too hard on the paper, it of course will start pilling up and acting not the way you want it to. So also I go in and I add some more shadow details, give it a bit more of a translucent look, and I also go in and I touch up the highlights a little bit more, give them a bit more definition. Now I remove the frisket, and as you can see, some of the highlights pop through and some of them are a bit crustier looking, and so we're going to touch them up a bit. I'm touching up the highlights on the cilia ribs with some more of the iridescent colors and some cerulean blue, and also going in with a gel pen and fixing the tentacles a little bit, which I'm also going to go over with some more cerulean blue, because they didn't turn out as vivid of a color as I wanted to, and I wanted them to stand apart from those white nodes. I put my little signature there and do a couple more touch-ups and spots. And there we are, a comb jelly. Well, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely let me know if you'd like to see more of this kind of video. And as always, thanks for watching.